Hello everyone, this is Mr. Mackey from your English class, and here's a quick tutorial to show you how to set up a document for an essay using MLA formatting. MLA stands for Modern Language Association. All of your English classes use that format. Other classes such as social studies will use formats like APA, which is American Psychological Association. But we use MLA, Modern Language Association. And there are all sorts of little quirky things you have to do to set up your documents correctly when you're creating an essay. First and foremost, your best bet is to use Microsoft Word. If you do not have Microsoft Word, the good news is it's free to you. As a GRCC student, you can get Microsoft Office 365 at no cost. On our Blackboard page, I think it's under announcements, I show you a couple of links that you can use to get your free copy of Microsoft Office 365. When you're dealing with creating MLA documents, it's always best to use Word. And for all of you Mac users, I believe there's a Mac edition that you can get access to for free as well. So if you've not done so yet, that's step number one. Go to that link that I have under announcements and get yourself a free copy of Microsoft Office. So if you open up Microsoft Word, here's what you'll see. We're going to begin with a blank document. So we're going to choose that by double-clicking on it. We need a header at the top of each page, which includes our last name and a page number. So if I bring my cursor over to the very top of the page and double-click on it, I get this little doojobby, which is a header. And we're going to go to the far left and choose a header style. MLA likes a last name and page number on the right-hand side, and so this style is called Ion Light. We're going to click on that, and you'll see a number 1 appears up here. Bring your cursor next to the left of that number 1 and type in your last name. M-A-C-K-E-Y is my last name and a space, and it says Mackey1. I'm bringing my cursor back down to the underneath the line here. I'm going to double click there, and I'm ready to go. So Mackey1 will show up in page 1, and automatically on the second page of the document it will say Mackey2. The third page will say Mackey3, etc., etc. Here's where the picky part starts. How to follow all the correct MLA rules. Well, the first thing MLA wants us to do is to change the font. They don't like this. They want us to use Times New Roman. And they don't like the size 11. They want 12. So there you go. Times New Roman 12. Now on to spacing, and that's very important. We're going to go into paragraph and pull that down. And down here in spacing, it is automatically set to multiple. We don't want that. We are going to choose double because all of your essays will be double spaced. And here's a quirky little thing too. For some reason, Microsoft Office thinks we're all back in 8th grade, and they keep adding silly spaces in between the paragraphs. That's a no-no in MLA. So this little dialog box, we're going to click on that says don't add space between paragraphs of the same style. Once we've done that, we're going to hit OK. So our cursor right now is at the top up here, ready for us to type. MLA wants us to give the essay a title. So let's pretend I'm doing a personal narrative essay, and it's about the first dog I ever had. So I need a title at the top, and I want that centered. So I'm going up here and I'm going to choose center, and I'm going to give my essay title, My First Dog. Whoops, dog. I'm not the world's best typer. I'm going to hit enter just one time. Now I'm ready to start my essay. Of course, I don't want my essay centered on the page. That would look a little funny. So back up here, we're going to align left. Since I'm beginning a new paragraph, I'm going to hit my tab button, which will move it in 5 spaces, and I will begin typing my essay. When I was a boy, blah, 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 period. space, space. Blah, 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 blah. Notice that it's double spacing for me. Period. Space, space. Blah, 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 blah. Isn't this fun? Blah, 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 blah. Period. I have a very short opening paragraph. It's only 3 sentences long. I'm going to move on to my next paragraph. I'm hitting my enter button 1 time. You will never, ever, ever, while creating a document for MLA, hit your enter button more than 1 time. You will never hit enter, enter. Ever in the entire process. You will just hit enter. So no enter, enter. I'm going to hit tab since it's the beginning of a paragraph and begin my next paragraph. Blah, blah, blah. And that's all you have to do. That's the way it's set up correctly. Now there are all sorts of other rules concerning using sources, and that's a whole different tutorial, creating a works cited page. So I will save that for a later time. In the meantime, this is how you'll set up your MLA pages. And if you have any questions, please review the video. If then you still have questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me, okay? I'm here for you.